Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel, Mastering Life with Am, where we use tarot to become the master in our life. If you're interested in learning more about me, all of that information is down below. I always say make sure you check out the description box down below because there is additional guidance, homework, and some angel messages. All right, guys, really quickly, whenever you come across this message, it is meant for you. These are timeless. I use God and cusses in the same sentence, and I do not just use tarot. If you good with all of that, let's keep getting to it. Angel number 33. So, try to sneak all them cards out. So the two cards that came out is kindness and grace. I love this because this kindness card, I feel like this is my first time getting this, but this kindness card, it actually seems like an angel being kind or giving some treats to like some animals out in the forest. Who knows? But I feel like this is saying like, where do you need more be more kind to yourself? Maybe where do you need to be more kind to others? And then also we have grace, and it's like this angel just dancing, and I don't know. I just feel like amazing grace. Like that's all I do. That's all I hear. It's just amazing grace, and just yeah, that's all I got. So just think about what these cards may mean for you at this time. Kindness and grace. Angel number 137. I'm gonna get some tarot or some cards to clarify. Angel number 202. All right. So the card that oh yay, the card that came out is rather than complaining, I will focus on the positive aspects. Oh, that's what God is saying. Right away, the message that I got for myself is like, so I am in a job. I've said this if you've been watching these videos, I've said this so many times. I'm in a job that I don't necessarily care for. And I know that God is going to move me out of this job, but right now, I'm just in this period. I'm learning to master this level. And I realized that by me complaining about it and by me, telling my coworkers and trying to prove that I'm right and trying to show people how smart I was, that I really was like keeping myself in the situation longer and just kind of just blocking myself. So I feel like what God is just saying is just, instead of complaining, like just because this is what happens. You complain about it, and what happens is it just magnify that situation and it'll allow it to linger on a little bit longer. So instead of it just being a 5 minute irritation or a 2 minute irritation, now you and your coworker going back and forth for 2 hours and you've been mad for 2 hours and you're building up and getting more and more upset. Ain't nobody got time for that. God is saying, don't focus on that. Like, no, no, angel number 320. Know that by you being kind, know that everybody's going to get their just due. Just know that that's going to happen. But let me read this card. When you focus upon lack in any attitude of complaining, you establish a vantage point of attraction that only gives you access to more thoughts of complaint. Your deliberate effort to find a new story would establish a new pattern of thought, providing you with a new point of attraction from your present about your past and into your future. The simple effort of looking for positive aspects will set a new vibrational tone that will begin the immediate attraction of thoughts, people, circumstances, and things that are pleasing to you. So I feel like that was God saying, like, that's your grace. Like, that's the grace that you have. Like, instead of, because that's what really, like, you guys have to realize the only reason why we get so irritated, angel number 413, is because we are trying to prove that we are worthy. What's that? That we're proving we're worthy. That's lack, right? That's because we're not standing in our power and knowing who we are, regardless of anywhere that we may be, regardless of what circumstance you may have. You may be pushing buggies at Walmart, or you may be at a factory, but you are still a king. Like, you are still, that's not who you are at the end of the day. That's just where you are at right now. So that's what God is saying. Like, that's the grace you have. So now, instead of just allowing these people to take your energy and your rage, we do it so much as a Black community. Every time somebody do something that pisses us off, we on Twitter, we're up in arms, we got them trending, and then somehow they stock rise. So it's just like, let's just stop. Like, let's just, Instead of doing that, let's just shift our attention and focus on where we're headed. Angel number 503. The reason why this is so important is because God is saying that you can pivot under any circumstances. When you allow people to throw you off, when you allow people to keep allowing you to stay negative, you're allowing them to keep you in that position. You're giving them the power. Do you know how powerful it is for somebody to, think that they're so powerful or putting you down, and for you to just be like, I don't like who are you know, like just look at them like, so it's like let's just stop giving our power away and know how powerful we are on the inside. Angel number 540, but I'm gonna get some tarot to clarify real quickly. And angel number 20. Angel number 6. All right. So the cards, two cards flew out. The reason why this is important, because you're heading. Okay. Let me just slow down. All right, let's slow down. So the High Priestess, 620. The High Priestess came out. It didn't come out reverse. I think I made it reverse. Anyways, the High Priestess came out. So that is all about our intuition. That is all about like just trusting the divine side, our light and our dark side, knowing that we are abundance, knowing that we are connected to the spiritual realm, knowing that no matter where we may currently be, it doesn't determine where we are. Our past does not dictate our future. This is the High Priestess. God is saying, this is when you are the High Priestess. You are the High Priestess at all times. When you allow people to get you off of that, it's like, don't give your power away. Stay as the High Priestess. Because God is saying that as you stand in your power, as you you learn to pivot in the situation, as you learn to focus on your positive aspects, as long as you listen to your intuition more, it's going to bring you to be the king of fucking pentacles. Look at that. That's wealth. It's going to bring you wealth. It's going to bring you total abundance. It's going to bring you in this position where at any given time, like I was saying, every challenge is just presented so that you can learn to master something new. It's all a video game. It's all a game. We're all leveling up. So whatever you are being presented with, don't complain about it. I literally write this thing down on top of my task book every day, angel number 8. What is happening is merely what's happening. My reaction to it is something totally different. So this week, focus on the positive, because right at the bottom, this is what the bottom, this is the grace. God is saying when you focus on total wish fulfillment, that stuff is just gonna go by. Divinely feminine, she used to say, like, when you're so focused on when you're headed, when you're so focused in the, your where you're headed, 831, and you using your intuition, your High Priestess energy connected to, using those moons. Anyways, all this power. When you're connected to that, when them haters talking, when them people call themselves trying to rifle them, trying to rifle your feathers, they try to shit on you and make you feel small, it's gonna be like it's so small, like you ain't even gonna hear it. Like it's just gonna fall off of you. Stop proving yourself to people. You ain't got to prove yourself. You don't have to prove a goddamn thing to nobody. All right, guys, let me just get you guys a Black Angel card to just see what we should be focusing on this week. All right. The grandmother is what was at the bottom. All right. If you selected the grandmother, you create your own cycle of struggle in life. You are caught up in your own web and it is very complex. Unraveling yourself from your own struggle is deep soul work. You'll need help because it is difficult for you to name your own struggle. You can only feel them. I'm going to read that again. You'll need help because it is difficult for you to name your own struggles. You can only feel them. How can you go through the fire to the other side of suffering? Are you driven by suffering or feel stuck in the middle of it? Can you view your personal struggles as collective suffering? This is your work. So, guys, you're battling within, and God is just saying, be kind to yourself. God is not judging you. God is not keeping score. So why are you? Be more kind to yourself this week. And also, the affirmation when you do find yourself wanting to complain, when you do find yourself having a battle within, remind yourself. I wish I knew these numbers. Remind yourself, I use insight and wisdom to activate within. I am the high priestess, and I use wisdom to activate life within. Guys, you are in control of your life. Let me know if this video helps you in any type of way, and I let me know if this video helps you in any type of way, and I truly hope this message helps you master your week. All right, y'all, take care. Master that motherfucker. Fuck up the world. Fuck up the world. Angel number 1120.